Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Approved Cooking. So if you're not aware, us Canadians just celebrated Thanksgiving over the past weekend. Now the reason why I bring this up is typically when you go to a family get-together, you bring something to eat. And me and a couple of friends had a fairly intense conversation on macaroni salad, on its validity to bringing to, dinners. I am firmly against it. I have never been a fan of macaroni salad. I mean, hey, if you are, to each their own. I mean, go and like whatever you want. I have never really liked it. Like the macaroni and the tuna and the mayonnaise and all those vegetables, it's just never been for me. But that got me thinking, can I make one that I actually like? So that's what I'm going to try today. So without any further ado, let's get into it. Okay, so let's make some pasta salad. You'll start off with boiling some water in a fairly large pot, adding in a few pinches of kosher salt to improve the flavor of the pasta. Then in your frying pan, put it on a medium heat and throw in a whole pack of thick cut bacon cut up into little bits like you see I've done here. Just fry it until you reach the consistency that you like. Then once your water started boiling, add in 4 cups of the pasta of your choosing. I am using spiral pasta, however really you can use whatever kind you like, whatever floats your boat. And cook that as per the manufacturer's instructions. For me it was about 8 to 10 minutes. So give your bacon another stir. I'm going for crispier bacon here, as you can see. Oh, that looks perfect. So then you're going to want to get a slotted spoon and pull that out so that you don't take out all the grease with you. You don't want that in your salad. And once that's all out, set it aside. And let's give it a quick taste. Yep, that's what I'm looking for. So set that bacon aside, and then it's time to go drain the pasta. So I'm just quickly checking to make sure none's stuck to the bottom. Kill the heat and take this off and strain it. Okay, there we go. There's all the pasta that I've made. That's a lot, 4 cups. So throw it into your large bowl, but you're going to want to set this aside. So set it aside for about, half an hour, let it cool down. Because, hey, pasta salad is served cold after all, which gives us time to talk about the vegetables we're going to be using. I'm going to put in half a red onion and 2 jalapenos, and about a dozen cherry tomatoes. Now, starting off with the onion, like I said, only half. You can put it in the whole if you want, but I'm going to cut it up into fine little bits here so that it's nice and evenly spread out through the salad. Throw that in a bowl, and then on to the jalapenos, similar to the onions, just cut them up. Now, I'm also going to take out the seeds to cut down on the heat. Dice them up into fine little bits as well, throw them into the bowl, and then for the cherry tomatoes, I am going to cut them in half. You can throw them in whole if you want, but just so that there's more of them in the salad, I'm cutting them in half. There we go, look at that. And then I'm also going to add in 2 avocados. So cut them in half like I'm doing here, pull them apart, and then use your knife to take out the pit. Really easy, right? Now what I'm going to do now is cut them up into little squares as well. So I'm just running my knife, making a little crisscross there, and then as you scoop it out with your spoon, you can see they come out as little squares. Very, very easy to do. Look at that. So set those aside as well, and let's talk about the dressing we're going to be using in this salad. You're going to mix it with either a food processor or a blender. Into your food processor, add in a 1.5 cups of mayonnaise. I'm using Hellmann's because I like the tang of it. And then we're going to add in some chilies in the adobo. Now I'm using half a can, so that's about 7 chilies. And this is going to give it just one hell of a smoky and tangy flavor. It's going to be so good. So pour those in as well. And then we're going to use some lime juice, specifically the juice of 1 whole lime. Cut them in half and squeeze the juice in. Next in is a little bit of spice, just some kosher salt, a good pinch of that, and then some black pepper. I'm going to just do a few twists of that. You can change that to your taste. Then affix your lid and mix this all together until it is nice and smooth and combined. Should only take about a minute or so of mixing. Once that's done, kill the power, and let's give this a quick taste test. And oh yeah, that is so good, so good. Okay, now that the dressing's dealt with, let's start assembling this salad. My pasta has cooled down a little bit, so I'm adding in the vegetables, the jalapeno and the red onion. So just get them all in there very carefully. And then we're going to add in some black beans, specifically a cup of canned black beans. Next in is a cup of frozen corn that I actually boiled so that it heated up. You don't want to throw it in still frozen, obviously. So give that a little mix and then add in your cherry tomatoes. Then I'm going to add in some cilantro. I put about a quarter of a cup of it in. You can use more or less, really depending on your taste, but I like a good amount of cilantro. So mix that in, and then it's time to add in your avocado. Like I said, I've used 2 and I've diced them up into little cubes, as you can see here. And then it's time to add in your bacon. Oh, look at that little bite. Yeah, that bacon's still really good, and it's nice and crispy. So add that in, and then start mixing this all together. It's very simple. Like, this came together in no time. Once it is mixed, it's time to add in your dressing. Now, really throw in as much or as little as you want. Depends on how saucy you like it, or if you prefer it a little bit less. So I've mixed this all together until everything is smooth and coated. Look at that, nice shot there. So let's go in for a taste test. Now, I'm pretty excited to try this because, like I said in the intro, I've never been a huge fan of pasta salad. I'd even say that I didn't like it, but this smells amazing, and it has all those different types of flavors in there that I really like in my food. You know, cilantro and smokiness and things like that, and tanginess. So this just smells amazing, and oh, little bite there. It tastes pretty good so far, but let's go in for the official taste test here. All right, and then with the first bite, wow, just, oh, wow, that is good. Wow. Oh, I'm really happy with this. This is so good. The dressing on it is nice and smoky and tangy with those chilies and adobo, and the vegetables, the onions and the jalapeno. Nice little heat there, but not like overpowering. The cilantro is really nice in it. Honestly, it tastes almost like a burrito. Like, this is like a burrito pasta salad. Oh man, this was just so good. I'm so happy that I made this because this completely blew that regular pasta salad out of the water. If you're like me and you don't like that stuff, I think you'd really like this, so try it at home. But anyways, that is the end of the episode. If you like what you saw here, why don't you drop me a comment, like the video, or even subscribe to the channel. Thanks again for watching Idiot Proof Cooking. We'll see you again soon.